Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Bocchi the Rock. Last time around we had Duodecimal Sunset, where basically it was the day of the Culture Fest. Bocchi was missing for a little bit because she didn't want the rest of the band to see her as a maid, but they found her anyway. They went around, did some fun stuff at the Culture Fest, eventually made their way back to the Maid Cafe, and Kita, Nijika, and Rio all became maids because they were better than Bocchi at being maids anyway. And then the next day it came time for the concert, and we pretty much cut off right before the concert started. So yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I hope it works out. Guess we'll find out. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's the finale. It's the finale of Bocchi the Rock. It's been interesting watching a 12-episode show, and we're just gonna, kind of move right along after this. I don't think I'm actually gonna replace Bocchi with anything. Right now, I suppose this is subject to change if I change my mind, but right now I'm thinking Thursday is just going to become a one-show day. It's been a 2-show day for 5 years, and maybe it's time for that to change. So next Thursday will probably just be Free Ren and nothing else. So and then once Free Ren ends, I'm gonna replace that with something else. But basically, I'm thinking that's just how it's gonna work out, because I don't know how long I can keep doing all this stuff. You know. I mean, we're gonna finish the stuff. Don't get me wrong. We're still gonna finish these shows. We're gonna finish The Sopranos. We're gonna finish Black Clover. We're gonna do all this stuff. But I don't know how much stuff I need to be starting. So, plus I just don't have that many ideas of what to replace Bocchi with. I've got one anime, but then the next question would be, well, what do I replace Free Ren with? Plus, Free Ren's coming back for season 2, probably in the fall. So I don't know. Anyway, all of that to say, next week will probably just be Free Ren. We're not going to replace Bocchi with anything unless I just spontaneously change my mind. So yeah. But anyway, like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of Bocchi the Rock. Here we go. We got money! Yen to USD. 300,000. Oof. Boy, the yen is down. 300,000 yen. Now, granted, this came out in 2022, so probably not that much different. 300,000 yen is $1,927.77. That is still a lot for a teenager. For a teenager to suddenly come into possession of $2,000. That is a lot. But, alrighty. Oh, boy. Man, when are we getting to season 2? When are we getting to season... I mean, it's been 2 years since this came out, so... Last episode was Christmas Eve of 2022. Bocchi season 2. Yeah. I think they're doing like... I think right now they're doing like compilation movies or something. Yeah, they did a compilation film. Apparently it was a big success, so... Oh, okay, interesting. So one of the speculations is that the director of Bocchi the Rock went on to do Free Ren, and so they, at least I guess the animation director or something, I don't know, but maybe the idea is they don't want to do another season without him, so wait for them to come back to be available and then maybe do another season. So I hope so, because I like the show. You know, I can listen to the album now. This is great. Finally got money. We've got to have money. And she needs to open up a Patreon, or she needs to start channel memberships. Were channel memberships a thing in 2022? I don't remember. I haven't done channel memberships here because, well, I mean, I have a Patreon, so not really a point. So, not really a point for me. Other channels do, though. You know, I don't actually subscribe to any. I'm not a channel member for any YouTube channel, nor am I a patron for any Patreon. But if that's the case for you, please consider signing up for my Patreon. Anyway, I know, but it's just like I mean, it's just that I can't afford it. I was signed up to a couple Patreons like a year ago, but I ended up dropping them. So, but we finally got money. That is great. I mean, to just for a teenager to suddenly be given $2,000, that is great. I do love too that it's like that was the family YouTube account, and so he just because I was gonna say it's like, well, you don't just get monetization, like you have to apply for that. What is it on YouTube now? It's like you have to have like. You have to have 1,000 subscribers and 400 minutes or hours of total watch time at least before you're eligible. It's something like fairly low, honestly, but still, I mean, you gotta reach that. So, but hey, she is monetized at least, so that's good. Ugh. But the concert went off with a hitch. I do like, because it's like, when it cut back to the manager and Hiyori, like, it's like, because she actually had her eyes open, it's like, oh wait, something serious, you know? Oh god, the autofocus is killing me. I don't know if I can do anything about that. No, I don't think I can. Oh, well. Anyway. But yeah, it's like she has her eyes open. It's like, oh wait, something's happening because she's being serious right now. So she could see that string was about to break. So, but she improvised. She got that glass cup. Didn't matter. I like that it's like, oh, it doesn't matter if she plays off key now, you know? So that was good. I like that. I like how she was able to do that. She improvised. She was able to improvise. And honestly, it makes sense that one improvisation worked and the other didn't. Yeah, kind of. It didn't work the way she thought it would, but... It didn't work the way she thought it would, but I mean, it kind of worked. In a cosmic sort of way. She jumped into the crowd. It's so funny. She jumped into the crowd, and hey, even just falling flat on your face and not getting the wave and everything, that's still rock and roll, you know? That's still rock and roll. And I love that I love that both Hiyori and Rio were like, "Oh my god, so fucking cool," you know? I mean, that is like one thing, like with Rio, when she says, like a couple episodes ago, when she was like, I don't get how Bocchi's not more popular at school. She's so fun and cool, you know? But Rio is also weird, so it all works out. It all makes sense, but yeah. But hey, everyone knows who you are now. Everyone at school. I love that moment where, she's just standing there in the hallway, looking at the classroom and thinking, and then, two guys walk by in the background, and then you just hear, oh, hey, it's that crazy rocker chick that jumped into the crowd, and she's like, oh no, now they know who I am, and that's why they know me. But hey, again, it's sad. It's sad that they didn't get to perform the last song, although granted, she still had a broken guitar, so it's sad that they didn't get to perform their last song, but She did something. She did something, and it was pretty rock and roll, you know? And I mean, that's the thing, too, because, Kita's like, Goto-san, like, you look like you want to say something. So here, she just puts a microphone in her face and just like, it's like, I have no idea what to say. So she just panicked, and that was what she figured out how to do. But it was rock and roll. It was rock and roll. I mean, if you do anything ridiculous, you could probably just claim it's rock and roll, you know? You just gotta do something weird, and suddenly, you know? So rock and roll. So yeah, so she did the jump. Yeah, that was something. That was a way of doing it. And again, I like, everybody is like concerned, and you just hear like Hiyori just laughing, just like, that's how you do it. The point is to be weird. The point is to be different. And there's nobody more weird and different than Hitori Goto. So, and then I like that talk with her parents was really nice. It's just like it's okay that the guitar broke. I mean, first off, it's just a string. It'll be fine, you know. But it's okay. They're there for her. They're there for her. I mean, I like the mom being like, I don't really understand music, but I know you're good at it, so that's really good. And of course, all this while her little sister is just climbing on top of their dad, which is adorable. So I like they always make sure to cover his eyes. Like, you never see that dude's eyes. It's funny. I mean, he's literally the only guy in this show. He has a completely minor role, but like it's like him and the other manager at the other club. You know, like, he's the only dudes in this show. They're incredibly minor characters. You know, but hey, Kesokuban will be the talk of the town. Right, and they just upstaged every other band. But then she got money. I love which now that I've converted it, so I guess we can also convert it again. Like, how much specifically is 100,000? So, yen to USD. Add another 0. Okay. So let me just make sure that's correct. Yeah. So 100,000 yen is $642.53. Now let's say you have 200,000 yen, which is $1,285.06. So she thought she could just live. She could not work for like 2 years off of a little over $1,000. Good grief. But granted, I mean, she still lives at home, you know, like she's still in school, so she doesn't have so many expenses. But yeah, that's I don't know about that. I don't know about that girl. But she's so desperate. She's so desperate to quit her job, and then she just couldn't do it anyway. She just couldn't do it anyway. And she was so amped up. She was going Super Saiyan 2. It was crazy. And it was just, no, can't do it. It's fine. It's okay. You're getting used to it. You're getting better at it. So, and then they went and got a new guitar. And while the manager there was, willing to talk, was not willing to kill her, like in her imagination. That is such a good representation, though. It's like, that is the thing, like, oh, I don't want to, like, come in here, because then what if it seems like I'm being, like, presumptuous or arrogant, and, actual, like, people that do this are going to be like, oh, you're not real, and we're gonna kill you, It's like that entire thought process she had was like, yep, I understand that so thoroughly. I, unfortunately, have related to Hitori a lot in this show, so... yeah. But the difference is, she's like 15. I'm fucking 27, so... And out of context, that sounds really bad. Don't clip that, for God's sake. Anyway. But she got a new guitar. I also like another point that I relate to her about when she has the new guitar and then she turns back and she's like, but I'm not abandoning you, you know? It's like, it's okay. And it's like, oh my God, I get that so much. Like, I mean, I haven't really done that in a while, like years and years, but like, man, that thoughts like that cross my mind where I basically personify something in my head, and I'm like, well, just because, you know, it doesn't mean I'm like being bad, you know, I'm not, you know, disrespecting you or anything. Like, it's over like the dumbest stuff, you know. So, anyway. But yeah, she got a new guitar. They're looking forward to the next concert, and maybe someday we'll get back to that. I don't know. Might be a good while before we watch this show again. So, if we even do, who knows? By the time Bocchi comes back, maybe I won't be here. I mean, on this channel, if like I'll most likely, unless something really horrible happens, I'll still be alive. So I'll at least watch the show. But who knows? Will I even be here anymore? I don't know. We'll see. Or it'll come out next year and I'll still be here and we'll still watch it. I don't know. We'll have to see where life takes us. Just like Hitori figured out where life could take her. All she needed to do was put on have a guitar and sit in a park, and sometimes fate finds you. Sometimes. Anyway, I would be like, oh, I'm gonna go listen to the album now, but I mean, I still gotta watch The Sopranos today. But now I'm going to listen to the album, and I'm going to enjoy it. And in my rotation of albums that I listen to when I get out of the house during the week. So, yeah, good stuff. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Bocchi reactions, as well as another playlist or video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.